Day 24, January 24. So the one-year Bible has us going through Genesis chapter 48, verse 1 through 49, verse 33, Matthew chapter 15, verse 29, through chapter 16, verse 12, Psalms 20, 1 through 9, and Proverbs chapter 4, verse 20 through 27. Way to go, hanging in there. We're on the way through this to the point where, man, new habits are starting to get made, and hopefully you're kind of getting the routine of when it works best for you to read and study your word, or when it works best for you to plug this on, maybe between calls, maybe in a call box, maybe at the start of your shift. I don't know, but hopefully we're getting kind of settled into place, and hopefully it's impacting you. It is me. Today I just want to read from Psalms 20. Psalm 20, I want to go through 7 and 8. Some trust in chariots, and some in horses. But we trust in the name of the Lord our God. They collapse and fall, but we will rise and stand up. I just think that's so awesome. The idea of chariots and horses, and those are some powerful things back in the day. That was the equivalent of their tanks, like the most mighty of their weaponry. It'd be easy to trust in that stuff. Now we've got all sorts of equipment, and it's easy to trust that equipment. It's easy to trust that training. To be honest, there's times I wish I could trust my computer inside the car, and usually as soon as I do, the touch screen goes batty. I'll never forget. I pulled up next to. I was on the south side next to Dusty, and I rolled down my window, and this single solitary snowflake kind of floated in, and I watched it, and it went down, and then in sheer terror, it landed on that touch mouse pad, and my computer didn't work right the rest of the day. Just one snowflake. But it's easy to try to trust in the equipment. The PD gives us some good stuff. Whatever department you're in, you get some equipment. Some of it's better than others, but we have all this equipment, these tools in our belt. And then we have all this training, extensive training. Hundreds of hours of training to do that task that you do day in and day out at work. But it's not about the training. It's not about the equipment. Equipment fails. Training, you can train a lot of scenarios, but then there's that one that doesn't fit the mold. And you're like, what now? Ultimately, we are in the Lord's hands. Ultimately, He's the only one that will never fail. He will always prevail. So let's go. Get equipped. Get trained. But don't forget the most important component of it all. The one who holds it all together. Trust in the name of God. Trust in Jesus. And you will stand eternally.